right? So yeah, this is gold monthly time frame. We'll just keep it simple and straightforward. I'll mark the major high 5,600 and I'll mark this monthly low there at 4,100. Right, as you can see, the current monthly candle, it's still above that zone there, you can see. So that's our monthly support right there at 4,100, right? Although we can see that we have this gap here, we are not sure if gold will go all the way down towards that gap. We have 9 days and 6 hours remaining for the current monthly candle to close. Maybe the July candle might break below and attend there, but we are not sure. Small time frames will let us know what's going on, right? Let's navigate towards the weekly time frame. This is gold weekly chart, as you can see, right? You can see all the zones are marked accordingly. Sorry, we have this low here and that resistance there, the high. So we're just going to focus on what's happening right now. We can see that this asset also has this support here on the weekly time frame, and where it is currently, it's also a support level, but you'll be able to see that. I think it's also a point of interest on the daily time frame. We'll show you guys what's happening. Now let's navigate towards the daily chart. Let's see what's really happening, because the daily time frame has a clean market structure, right? Clean market structure. You're able to see clearly what's going on. Okay, this is the zone that I'm talking about here when I say the point of interest. You can see this is where it's at right now. This is our point of interest, and above that level we have the second point of interest right here, right? You can see. So what does this mean? It means like if the market is below here, sellers are in charge. You can see it dropped. Then the market, when it's above the structure here, you can see buyers push the market up. And here, secondly, you can see the market was above that structure, buyers push the market up. And currently here, this zone, you can see sellers rejected that level and pushed the market back down, right? So this is telling you that that's a very important zone. If gold can manage to break above that level, and it's above that level, this will tell us that yes, buyers have stepped in. Do you understand? Remember, this is pure price action. I'm a pure price action trader. This is how I look at the charts. This is how I trade all the time. Sharp. Now, what happened on Friday, right? You can see that when I zoom in here, this asset gave us a higher low, because we have this low here, and that low is higher than this one. Maybe gold wants to push towards the upside. Maybe, we are not sure, because it formed a higher low. Usually when it does this, it goes up. And if you guys are paying attention here, we have this trend line that you can draw towards the downside. You can see that trend line is literally showing us that gold is moving towards the downside. But at the same time, we have these strong zones here that are holding tight, right? And you can see above that level, we also have this support here. We also need to draw that level. You can see, just for in case if it happens that it breaks below, because I think is it Israel, the bomb Lebanon, right? Is it? Yes, this weekend. So I just saw the news, so I think that will affect the market. We just need to chill and see what's going on, because right now we're just confused, and it seems like they are literally manipulating the stock market to make money for themselves. But it is what it is. So imagine if gold can break above this level, that point of interest, including the trend line, definitely will break, retest. I doubt it will go and form an all-time high instantly. Why? Because if you guys are paying attention, gold has been accumulating, right? At the zones there's also an accumulation here. So this will definitely affect the market, because every time when it arrives to that accumulation zone, it might also repeat the same thing. You know, push up a bit, it also repeats the same thing until it goes and forms a new high. Yes, you might be safe for buying just after it breaks out from that zone, but still it will play around. You just need to make sure that you have a good trading account to maintain whatever, you know, situations and everything that is happening there, right? Yeah, that's gold. I'm not going to the 4 hour. Why? Because here on gold I'm looking at long-term trades. We'll navigate towards the 4 hour when the bull run begins. Now let's go to the next asset, Bitcoin. Beautiful. Bitcoin, let me start from this 6 months time frame, right? I've already shared the Bitcoin analysis before on this channel, but let me repeat for those who are new, right? And do navigate towards the old one, because the market conditions keep on changing, right? The old chart is the old chart. This is the new chart now. As you can see, Bitcoin monthly, 6 months time frame. This asset has been giving us a clean and proper price action, right? Impulse move, correction, impulse move, correction, impulse move, correction. Now we expect Bitcoin to pump up and form an all-time high. The 6 months is literally showing us what's going on. Literally, we don't have to worry about anything, right? You can see it's clean, proper. Now let's go to the 3 months time frame. What do you see here on the 3 month chart? The current 3 months candlestick, of course, is bearish, but it's possible that the next 3 month candlestick might give us a push towards the upside, because it's been holding tight above the structure, and that's a structure where buyers definitely, when they arrive to that zone, they want to push the market further up. Yes, of course, currently it's still playing around, accumulating. Why? Because it's sitting at the level where it was accumulating before, so it's likely that it will repeat what it did previously. You see small time frame traders chasing the market left and right. They're being, you know, chowed. The market is literally beating them down and up because they're not seeing the bigger picture. They're focused on smaller distractions and small time frame manipulations and all that. Yes, it's good when you approach the market strategically, you know what I mean? You don't have to be, you know, all over the place. You just have to wait for a proper setup during such market conditions, because they, like, such market conditions are in favor for bigger time frames. I'm telling you, because now the bomb is being, you know, built, and the time it detonates, right, it'll be something else. And as a trader and investor, you need to prepare yourself. Now when I navigate towards the 1 month time frame, you can see what I'm talking about. This is a level of accumulation, because look at this, it accumulated right there at that level. So it's likely that it might do the same here, because it's still the same zone before it gives us a push. I expect Bitcoin probably to start pushing towards the upside, maybe let's say January 2027. Yeah, I'm expecting to see a push, a strong push, right? Yeah, I want to see something like this. Look at this big candle here. I want to see this move. Yeah, if we can get a similar move right here, I'll be extremely happy. Get a push towards the upside. That's what I'm anticipating. Why? Because every time when the market breaks out from an accumulation, it spikes like crazy. Because you can see, guys, it was playing around previously here, then boom, it went up. So that's what I'm also anticipating to see here. You can see, plays, boom. Do you understand? And look, those trend lines that I drew from my previous Bitcoin video, they're still aligned even now. Like, look, you can easily draw the trend line. You can see that everything is still aligned. Nothing, you know, nothing happened. We don't see the current monthly candlestick breaking below that trend line, nothing. And you can see that the fact that it's still above this point of interest, you can see it's above, right? You can see that at this level here, sellers are in charge because they kept pushing the market down. And right here, you can see buyers were in charge. They pushed the market up. And currently, you can see we're still above the structure. We are still above the structure. So I'm very happy because I'm expecting to see a push. Literally, I'm expecting to see a push. I'm expecting to see a push towards the upside. We need to form an all-time high probably at 180, 160 first. Yes. This is what I'm looking at on Bitcoin, right? When you navigate towards the weekly time frame, daily, there's too much noise, because remember, big time frames like the monthly are within an accumulation. Here's the same accumulation here, you can see. So this is why you see it playing around. This zone is playing around. It'll go up, create that gap, goes back up, come back down, play around at that zone there. So if you have good money, you just hold this asset and forget about a lot of things. That's what a trader is supposed to do, and an investor. You just hold and forget. Just build an account for holding. It's that simple. Sharp. I hope you guys understand what's going on, and this is what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. Let's go to SpaceX, new asset. Shout out to Elon Musk. Okay, this is SpaceX, right? You guys can see that it gave us this push towards the upside, formed an all-time high at $225. Now it's right here, right? Gave us that higher low. So we have this low here and this higher low here, and that level up there, the major high, it's acting as our current resistance level. Can we break it? It's possible. This will give us a nice setup. Imagine this is the 4-hour time frame. A push, break, retest, then we push with it towards the upside. You understand? This is a very smooth and clean price action. No confusion, no distraction. Everything is well aligned. So if you see the market behaving in this manner, you already know that we are going far. You understand? It's very important as a trader and investor, prepare yourself for greatness, because trust me, we are going to see a lot of flames, right? Now, if you navigate towards, let's say for example, when we go to the 1 hour, right? Look at this. When this asset was pumping up, let me show you what happened, right? I love marking my highs and lows so that you can understand what's going on. We have that major high there, then we have this low here, right? This is our major low. Everything that you see inside, obviously this is our internal structure, right? Look what this asset did. It formed its first high, came back, created a higher low, went up, right, and broke that structure and formed what? An all-time high. Then now it came back to retrace where it broke, and you can see this is a zone where the time when it was pushing up, it broke that level and it wasn't attended, but now it literally attended the zone, as you can see, right? Does that mean it's ready to push up, further up? I'm not sure. Why? Because I think we need to still cover up this gap here, the opening gap. Let me delete everything and show you clearly. See, we have this opening gap here. I think that opening gap has to be covered, and if we navigate towards the next small time frame, it will be able to show us what's going on and what's happening clearly and properly. Now look, when I navigate towards the 30 minutes time frame, you can be able to draw your trend lines. Remember, I love trend lines because they're able to show you what's going on. Support and resistance, guys. You understand? They'll give you a nice resistance, give you a nice support. For example, we'll draw our resistance trend line from the upside towards the downside, right? And we draw our support trend line from the upside towards the downside. As you can see, this is more like a falling wedge, you know, although it's not complete, but this is literally a falling wedge. You can see that it will make sense if this asset comes back down here, cover up that gap, then goes towards the upside and form an all-time high. So listen, I'll give you a tip, a smart way to approach this asset. How can you do it? Both as an investor and a trader. Instead of buying inside this channel here, buy outside if you want to buy. Why? Because you know it's guaranteed that it's going to form an all-time high. Once it breaks above here, let's say one candlestick breaks above this level like that, or 2 or 3 candles, trust me, I feel like that's a good time to take a buy, because from here we are pumping. It's showing you that literally I'm done. There's literally nothing down here. There's nothing that I left. But let's say now we wake up tomorrow, the market just pumps up, right? For example, we wake up tomorrow, the market just goes up like this, boom. I won't be comfortable. Why? Because it left this gap here, the opening gap. I'm not really comfortable. If that gap is covered, then I'll be like, yeah, it makes sense. Look, even the 15 minutes, right? Look at how it's rejecting from this structure. If it rejects with another candlestick and it pushes down, I'll be like, okay, cool. Now it makes sense because it's pushing down towards this gap level there. That means from there we'll see buyers stepping in and probably push the market back up, and it forms an all-time high, right? Hey, a lot of people got wiped out, right, because they were hyped up by this move, right? You know, a lot of retail traders and investors, when they see a push like this from an asset that is just launched, they think that it will just pump up with a straight line forever. No, that's not how the market moves. The market will always come back and retest, especially zones that were not attended. If you are only focused on smaller time frame, you are missing the bigger picture from big time frames. The market will always teach you a big lesson. Why? Because you want small change, you don't want bigger things. You know what I mean? Bigger things will give you bigger opportunities, but small things will give you small opportunities. It's just up to you with your standards of life. But yeah, who am I to judge or, you know, say anything about people's lives? It is what it is. You choose your own journey and you follow it accordingly. So yeah, this is what I'm looking at, traders. I can't really say much. I don't want to talk too much. All I can say is we'll make money, I know for sure. And yeah, man, we'll invest. Look, find yourself a good broker. Talking about trades, I trade with trades. I love trades. Been trading with trades since last year. You guys saw I've got a trades long-term trading account, even a small trading account. Go check on TikTok. You will see that I've been doing a mini challenge trying to grow that account probably towards $10,000 or $15,000. I'm not in a rush. I'm patient. It's not a competition. This is my own business. As a trader, whatever that you find there, it's your own money. That's your own business to handle. Do you understand? That's why you can see here on TradingView, we have this buy here and sell button, right? You can see we have this buy and sell button here on TradingView. It's a business. What does a business do? It buys and sells things. We're literally running a business. You just need to run your business accordingly, do your own research, and if it happens that you don't have the knowledge, reach out, right? Look, I have free mentorship and a free live trading session. Then I have a paid trading course that you can literally pay for like 5 months. You learn both technical analysis, fundamentals, and trading psychology, including liquidity providers, the platforms that we used to trade, for example, Trace. You know what I mean? You get to understand what's really going on within the financial markets. Will give you a full breakdown, you know, because obviously as I'm running a business and I'm a trader too, making money, if you say, hey, can you please teach me, I wouldn't, you know, waste my time and teach you for free. Not to say it's a waste of time, but I could have invested that time on something that could have been making me more money. So I need to charge you for my time and the knowledge that I'm sharing at the same time. Do you understand? Knowing that, okay, as much as I'm teaching, but I'm getting paid for this. At the same time, we have a free live trading and mentorship, because people, they mistake mentorship and trading costs. It's not the same. Mentoring a person is guiding them, basically showing them the right direction. You get what I mean? So yeah, and the good thing about the trading course is that it also has free mentorship inside and free live trading. Anytime when I go live, you trade with me. Do you understand? So yeah, that's how things are looking like. And if you guys are really want us to push, let's push. You know, let's push, let's work, let's take this to the next level. Navigate towards the ACapitalTrades website. You know, navigates to an area where it's written free mentorship and live trading. It will lead you directly to the Plutus Elite WhatsApp, which is the data capturing company that supplies data capturing services to ACapitalTrades, where you will, you know, learn everything about the broker. You learn everything about ACapitalTrades, and they will refer you back to ACapitalTrades, where you will be able to get allocated to certain groups, you know, depending on your request. And yeah, that's how things are looking like, traders. And yes, this video is a little bit dark, but I just hope you can relate and see what's going on. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Let me see in the next video. I'll try my best to break down the charts for more assets, and yeah, we'll make money, we'll work, And yeah, let me see you on the other side. Peace.